I'm David Kenneth DeBruce, and this is Room Service. I've elevated the entire concept of room service to find, feature, and deliver to you the best places to stay, eat, visit, play, and shop, both at home and when traveling. Join me here and online at roomservice.com as we personally experience each place, searching out the best quality, outstanding customer care, and the authentic experience. And by the way, we're gonna have fun doing it with you too. Today we're in Centertown, and I wanted to bring you to the Watch Clinic and European Jeweler. Opened in 1960, it's a very hands-on family business, and they've been Ottawa's watch and clinic experts since day one. They offer fantastic vintage jewelry and a great selection of new and unique pieces as well.
We've always been jewelers from day one, but the main part of the business is the watch clinic. We repair any watch, any clock from any part of the world up to 250 years old on site. Qualified appraisers for jewelry and for watches and clocks.
Oh, right.
Okay. So in 2006, we did the appraising for the War Museum for Rolex. Not the Rolex dealer.
Chicken's ready.
Chicken's ready. So that's what I do here. I help the clients with, reinvention, I call it, because, when you go to the big stores, they use a textbook and they'll ask the woman, what kind of ring would you like? And the woman goes, dinner ring. And then they open up the catalog and she flips through the pages and she goes, that one, do you like that one? Yes. What stone would you like? This one? A sapphire? Yes. So they call that custom. I call that cheating. Because they could have seen that same ring in the store with a different gemstone. Mm-hmm. And the store could have also said, could you try this on? Because how do you know you like something from a picture?
Right.
That's where the internet still isn't advanced enough. I have to touch it, feel it, and try it, even as a buyer.
There's lots of us out there that still feel that.
I know which ring you're looking for again.
Always, yeah.
Always. You always pick out the unique things, right?
The unique ones are the biggest and the blingest, right?
So David, I get to pick and choose when I buy jewelry. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
But when I buy vintage, it's less of a choice. I just sort of embrace what's presented. So I deal with small importers when I buy goods new. I don't like massively produced things because massively produced means it's everywhere, right? I never say one of a kind because how do I know? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I can say less likely to see, and that's totally honest. And that's my approach.
Where would this be made? What country?
Well, Italy makes beautiful rings, and the Italians have always had the gift of art. They work in 10 karat, they work in 14 and 18. 40 years ago, you wouldn't have found an Italian wearing 10 or 14. It was 18 all the way.
Oh yeah, always.
Right? So things have changed, right?
People aren't spending as much on jewelry, but I don't think that means the jewelry has to die.
Never will. It's traditional.
And the same thing with cell phones and watches. Watches don't have. I always wear a watch, even if I have my cell phone with me. I like watches, and I don't want that to die. I think it's.
It will never die because that's the man's jewelry.
I agree.
Like a man that bestows himself with a ton of gold looks kind of silly today, right? But the man that has many watches, that's impressive.
Yeah, I agree.
That's your jewelry. So
show me a cool watch.
Well, there's so many cool watches. So what's interesting to you, David?
I've always wanted a blue watch and I've never...
It's funny, I posted yesterday on Instagram This watch. I'll show it to you. It's in the window, and I called it Blue Monday. Was that appropriate?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So here's
yeah,
a
I
beautiful
saw
Omega. I named her Blue Monday. Maybe it's a he, but vintage, mechanical, wind up. Here's another very special watch. This is called the Space View, and even though it was made in the 70s, it's by Bulova and Omega were the only two brands to make this watch. This is the Seiko Automatic from the 70s. So it's very nice to have these watches that are in good service.
I'm amazed at the vast knowledge Vivian has about all the good watch brands from the past and the present. All the vintage watches have been restored at the shop before being offered to customers. She has a great eye for selecting watches that match her customers. It's almost like going into Ollivanders, but here it's the watch that picks the wizard.
These were things of quality.
I have maybe a silly question. How many tools would a good watchmaker's and watch repair person's section
Dad.
have? There we go with the...
Yes, but it's much more than
And that's
that,
just one
you know.
drawer, yeah.
Yeah, I have all kinds of stuff, you know.
So
This
there's
is
all
and
kinds of
all the-
punches.
all
These
the-
are all like really important for
tools
the trade.
and,
Tools
some of
and
them are parts
screwdrivers. We have about 5 lathes in the house. Some are antique. We have antique machinery to work on too.
That's amazing. This is family.
This is heart and soul and heartbeat.
Yeah,
This store has a
absolutely.
heartbeat, and most people, you know, many
And why
times.
why don't more people come into a place like this versus the flashy shiny? They need to.
I think that they're really missing out. You
I
know,
think
when
so.
they do discover us, they're very grateful and they do tell their friends. So I'm always grateful for a new client. You know, one new client to me means more. It means their family, their friends, their whole circle.
Absolutely.
If I do a good job, which I always intend to do.
Exactly.
You're right.
What did we find in the basement?
Oh, well, there's all kinds of treasures down there. Some of them are repaired, some of them aren't. But this is what I wanted to show you guys because this is so cool. So this is a real Swiss vintage music box. And we won't wind it all the way, but we're going to demo it.
The sound is so full.
This is,
I'm not going to sing, you know that, right?
no.
Okay, good. I tried it once and Ethan said, no more singing.
I was told that at a young age by a partner of mine. Please, Vivian, stop singing. It wasn't good for the ego.
No.
No.
For the relationship.
No. How's that?
And it comes with a selection of wheels for different songs. That's great.
So I just put it to stop, but when it winds down, it will stop on its own. But so these are still repairable because they're actually steel drums, and that's why the music's so beautiful and so full, as you describe it, right? Full. So you'd never know this was a music box
No, you wouldn't.
in a million years.
Thanks for showing us that.
You're
That's
so
great.
welcome. You're so welcome. So.
I'm David Cat at the Bruce for Room Service, and this is the Watch Clinic and European Jewelers. We have been. Ottawa's Canadian Museum of Nature offers so much more than you might think. Their inspiration and engagement team is always dreaming up exciting and interesting events throughout the year. At their Nature Nocturne events, you can explore the galleries after hours, dance, and engage your curiosity with amazing activities.
Frickin'. They taste like...
So I just ate a cricket and a mealworm. cricket was barbecue flavor, and the mealworm was worm flavor. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. The museum is transformed into an upscale nightclub with live music, performers, and guest DJs to dance the night away inside this architectural treasure. There's even a VIP lounge with bottle service and catering by Gourmet Cuisine. There's something different to explore and learn inside all the exhibits. This year, Ottawa has been treated to a series of events called Nature Tastes. Museum scientists team up with experts to explain the natural science behind humans' creation of popular drinks. We're attending the whiskey tasting event hosted by Joanne McInnes, better known as the Whiskey Lassie, and Museum of Nature scientist Jennifer Doubt.
When we're trying to find something in an alcohol-based solution, it's a lot more difficult. There's only so many aromas and flavors you can find in whiskey, and you find it in 3 different parts of the process: fermentation, distillation, or maturation. Some people have better noses than other, and it's a scientific proof that women are actually better nosers and tasters.
See, I'm smelling like orange Grand Marnier or something with this, or...
The folks in our programming department have developed this program, Nature Tastes, where normal people come and enjoy some good food and drink and contemplate the natural history of what's in their glass. Certain whiskeys are influenced by peat, and in many parts of the world, peat is mostly made up of moss.
The first one's my favorite. The second one is like formaldehyde. It just goes right up my nose and stings.
I like that. I like the kick that comes with that. I like it. It's like boom.
The third one's kind of somewhere in the middle.
Third one somewhere in the middle?
Yeah, for me.
That's
But
why
I'd
I like it because it's very light.
It is light, yeah.
The whiskeys were extraordinary, but also different in taste and aroma. I found out that I'm definitely not a peathead in the whiskey world. You might have to Google that one. I was pleasantly surprised the chef was able to pair each whiskey with a selection of sweet and savory gourmet bites. The Canadian Museum of Nature plays a vital role as an active steward of our environment and provides extraordinary collections and personal experiences to the public that inspire our support so we may better protect our planet for future generations. Today is definitely a play day. I've brought the room service team and friends to Playback, the newest addition to the archery games and roomscape complex. While we're here, I wanted us to experience all 3 places in this Ottawa fun spot. We'll start with some archery games, but first I need some training.
You just look through the arrow and then you let go of the string. So you simply release your fingers from the finger grips to fire. When you're in the arena doing backflips, dodging arrows, doing whatever you like, you can grip the arrow with your leading index finger like this.
I have to do backflips?
You don't have to do backflip, but it'll be very nice if you dodge an arrow doing a backflip, just like Daredevil.
That I might be able to do. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll hide.
You can, you can hide. Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
You can disappear if you can do that.
Yeah, that's true.
You can go to the bar, have a drink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No one can
I've done
shoot you
that
there.
before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now let go. Perfect. Nice shot.
That felt good. Don't get in my way. Cut.
Now it's time for the team to get trained up before we hit the field of games. Let's see if they can match or even surpass my Robin Hood-like skills.
Oh, hell no. Jesus. Thank God I have a drink. I surrender!
Our coach/referee takes us through a selection of games that's kind of like archery meets dodgeball. He's with us the entire time, guiding our play and making sure we're having fun. If it's your first time here, or you become a regular in their leagues, you'll have a great experience. Now it's time to exercise our minds in room escape, after our epic battles on the archery field. With quite a few rooms to choose to escape from, we choose the boom room. We're led into the room in darkness. Then the door shuts. The rest is top secret, I'm afraid, as we've been sworn to secrecy. You'll have to find your own way to escape. Okay, it's time for some great food, drink, and social games over in Playback. The gang is off to play bocce and shuffleboard, while I get to help the chef with our menu tasting and make some of their signature dishes that focus on sharing.
Where would you like the wings?
Either of the fryers is good.
Okay.
All right, so to start, heating our pans, obviously, getting them nice and seasoned. We just lightly sear the bok choy on each of the cut sides. It'll then get deglazed with our house-made veg stock. So we cook our salmon, skin on. We do a nice pan sear, get it nice and crispy on one side first. Before it'll get topped with either, we do a pesto or a Dijon mustard mix. And then it gets a nice thick layer of Parmesan that'll crust over. So bok choy we have been searing. We deglazed it already. At this point we'll add our cherry tomatoes, or sometimes we use grapes depending on what's in stock.
Okay.
And then we have our sweet peaches and cream corn. So our gravy is actually a house-made gravy as well.
Okay, great.
We use red wine in ours, which isn't super common apparently. It's actually really delicious. So we pan sear our pulled duck with a little bit of orange juice. So it still has like your traditional Peking duck style flavor. Then we use an aged cheddar, a smoked cheddar, a smoked Gouda, a double cream brie.
And all your cheeses are locally sourced?
Yes.
That's amazing. I dropped the fry. I think this is the first time I've ever made poutine.
Now give me the beat.
There's such a great social atmosphere here at Playback, perfect for connecting with friends, family, and coworkers. Groups are definitely their specialty.
Hi guys, welcome to Playback. This is a new place that we're recommending, and I know we've had an amazing time with the games tonight, and it's time to eat. I am so hungry. This is John, the head chef tonight, and he's going to tell you what's on the charcuterie board.
All right, we have a selection of local sourced game salamis. So we've got venison, we've got bison and boar. We've also got smoked duck breast, prosciutto, 4 different kinds of cheese. We've got brie, a smoked cheddar, a smoked Gouda, and an aged cheddar. That is the normal poutine. At that end, we have a duck confit poutine. There is another duck confit poutine coming as well, and another standard poutine. Of course.
Napkins for sure.
We have our Dijon crusted salmon. So it's a house blend of Dijon mustards, as well as there is a crusted layer of Parmesan cheese on top, as well as those are our house done chicken wings. We're gonna have deep fried mac and cheese balls.
Dig in, guys.
Dig in.
I'll be back with more. And, almost like I knew what I was doing. Hey, look at this. Wow.
Oh, thank you.
I know, right? Oh my God.
This is so good, and this is so good. It's so good.
So good!
So rich, so full with flavor.
I'm ready to make more impressions. It's like a really detailed picture, but in food form. It is art.
This is the duck confit poutine.
Oh, yeah, it's so good. That is whatever this is.
Eating it all. No. I'm not rice. Look at the venison.
That's so good.
This is ridiculous. I can't even, don't even understand.
They have lovely signature cocktails, and I'm going to make a blueberry prosecco. I'm going to make a blueberry prosecco lemonade. You have to speak so many languages when you do what I do. It's hard to keep them straight. Erin is going to help me make this amazing cocktail that I need after so much work and having so much fun. Okay.
So, we're going to fill it halfway with ice.
Okay, we're going to fill halfway with ice.
We're going to squeeze 2 lemons in there. We're going to put a lemon wheel in it.
Garnish with a lemon wheel. Oh, right in it. Oh, lovely. Look at that.
And then some thyme.
I'm not going to make any time jokes because do you peel it off or do you just
Stick it right in
stick
there.
it right in?
Yeah, beautiful. We're going to fill the glass with ice.
Halfway with soda. The rest with Prosecco. Now you can add a little bit more Prosecco if you want, but we'll follow the recipe. About a teaspoon of blueberries. About a teaspoon, maybe a little heaping teaspoon of blueberries because I love blueberries. Look at that, that's amazing.
Now give me the beat.
I can't wait to get to the table to drink it, so I'm actually going to have a little bit of it now to try and taste. Isn't it so good? That's so refreshing, isn't it? Yeah. Wow, that's so fresh. Thank you so much. Cheers. Thank you. This next dish, guys, is called a Buddha jar. And when I saw them first do it, I thought it was so cool. I'd never seen it before.
Lift it and give it a shake.
Isn't that amazing?
So traditionally it's called a Buddha bowl, and it's a protein-based vegetable salad built in a bowl with everything kind of put on little corner sides of it, and then you mix it yourself when you get it. It's an Asian-based dish. So it's a house-made dressing. It's maple tahini. It's got apple cider and orange juice. It's a completely vegan-friendly dish.
Now give me the beat.
After our amazing experience at Archery Games, Room Escape, and Playback, I can tell you from all of us at Room Service, we have been, and it was fantastic.